face for me. Hi guys, welcome back to Beauty with Destiny. Today we're going to be doing the contour challenge part 2. I received so many questions about how exactly am I doing this because I only showed you guys me brushing it in. However, there are multiple ways to do this. So after you see me basically doing my brush, which I can demonstrate for you, I was going in circular motions like this the last time with my brush, but today we're going to do something different. And I'm going, what the? You just never know with Beauty with Destiny. My apologies. You literally see me go from here to here in an instant, right? However, what you also didn't catch is me applying other things to my face, such as blush, powder, highlight. Those things I feel like you guys really do want to watch, so I'm here to give it to you all today. I've already applied moisturizer to my face, and right now I'm going to be applying my contour. This is the contour challenge, right? So we're gonna go from our foreheads. We're gonna go down this way. Well, I feel like I should come in closer. Down that way. We also contour this. We're also gonna come from here and contour down. I just love how that looks. Contour this. And we're gonna leave it just like that for right now for our contour. Next, I'm gonna show you my foundation. The differences from this video to our previous video is that I only had foundation on my brush. This is why I feel like it was necessary for me to have a part 2. Because in this part 2, maybe this could help you. I don't know if you guys noticed in my first video, but my skin wasn't exactly matching, and I love for a flawless beat. You hear me? So that's what we're gonna get into exactly, applying foundation and concealer, and not just contour and concealer. Come up, actually. Come up on these sides, come down on this side, and that's where we're gonna end with our foundation. What you're gonna notice differently is that I'm going to be using a different concealer, strictly because, again, my previous video, my face was definitely darker from all the contour I was using in comparison to my skin, and like I said, I want to match and look great. So the concealer we're going to be using today is a very light concealer, and you're going to apply it in different places. So I'm going to do that as we speak. Here, here. Let me use the back of my brush. Here, here, and here. So you can definitely tell the difference between I have my contours, my foundations, and then my concealer. So start with our contour, and when we start with contour, we're gonna just be brushing. It's gonna be very light, and normally we brush up, but it would be brushing directly into our foundation. So we're gonna go around our face and just brush. This is something you also need patience for. If you're like me, sometimes you're very impatient. You just want to dab harder and you want to keep going. That's a trick I also do as well. You just want to make sure you get the places where you're closest in reach to the other product, but not touching the other product, because we're going to show you from there, right? And I definitely advise using other brushes than this one. Going from here. Just want to show you. You also want to reach down to get your skin so it kind of matches your neck, if anything. I'm going right into my baby hairs because we want that blend, huh? And I'm also trying to blend in my contour so that I don't get that look I had last time, which was that dark look to my face. I definitely didn't appreciate that. So you want to just focus like extremely on your foundation, not touching your concealer. And I'm just doing a skin check to see if I look semi-similar. There are multiple ways to actually putting in your foundation. You could dab, you could swipe, and you can dab and swipe. I like to do both or whatever fits my time schedule, especially because I told you guys I'm impatient, right? So I like to do both. I definitely like to dab after I think I've completed all the foundation, and I also go over it with the sponge. So just keep that in mind. I'm also bringing in, because I didn't put any right here. Normally people can't, well, some people do it, some people don't. Everybody is different. They put concealer directly under here. I don't like it for me. I don't know. It's just not my thing. And then we're going directly into the places where I've had my foundation. So I feel like I'm definitely looking like my skin now, and I can really appreciate that. Hope this helps. You see how I'm still matching my skin tone? It's really coming out great to me. So 2 things for our concealer. I sometimes use technically a brush and I use a sponge. It's your choice, whatever you want to use, but I definitely like to go over it with the brush first. So I like perfection. Notice I didn't even touch my nose yet, right? I didn't touch my nose yet. I'm not touching my nose at all. So I like to bring it down and up under. One reason in particular why I extremely love using brushes under my eye is so that it's white. It's like a neutral, it's like a base for me, especially when I want to put eyeshadow on my underlid or under eyelid. So that comes in handy a lot. See how my cheekbone is like poof, 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 poof. Sometimes I get lazy, guys, so if you're like me and you want to be lazy, I give you permission. Immediately apply powder to bake, okay? But I just want to beat it into my face because you see how it's like really, really bright right here? People love that bright look. I sometimes don't like it. I'm like, I don't need that much highlight. Like, I think it highlights your face and it like, it's an exaggeration kind of thing going on, but I feel like I'm already pretty. I don't need all that, you know? Definitely choosing a different brush with my contour because I really want that to go into my eyebrow really nicely, and I want a great contour with my nose. Oh, I hate when that happens. I gotta be careful, watch my lens. And then we're simply gonna go right back and dab in our nose. Ain't that nose snatched, honey? Period. Snatch them up. And now we're applying powder. My apologies. So we're actually gonna be applying blush and then we're applying powder. Lightly dabbing it in. Ain't that gorgeous? I love it. And then you can go in for your powder. The excess you see falling, I like the size, but the bake. We sit here and bake. Really appreciate a buffer during a time like this. I really love it when it's time to, I guess, set in my powder, because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to set in, and I simply just like beat it in, press it really hard. And then I get a brush. I also get a brush. I like simply make sure there's nothing excess left over. Honey, come through, okay? I ain't even put on no lashes. I ain't even put on no eyeshadow. It's perfect, if you ask me. Like, very much perfect. It's like the no eyeshadow beat, if you ask me. And no lashes. So. love it. And this is how I really did my contour challenge. Now I'm glad you guys get to see the full on contour challenge part 2. Tell me if you think it's better than my first one in the comments, or tell me if you think it's bad or you like the first one better. Keep in mind that I only use concealer, foundation, contour, blush, and powder for my face. No other additions was added. As you see, I'm not even wearing no lashes. I barely touched my eyebrows because they could have been much better than this. So yes, that's my contour challenge part 2. Thank you guys for watching Beauty with Destiny. Turn your notifications on to see what's coming next.